The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 22 days remain.
Try not to die.
"22 more days until the day of fate, as I'm ready to see the conclusion of the Martira's people's vote, but Barden has seemed to accept what will happen and is likely exiled. I ask him if he'll accept that, and he admits the mood of the town has gotten better recently. Better during his short rule. As with that, I stand and watch the future of this small town unfold."
I asked you all to gather here so I could speak about Martira's governance. While Barden was recuperating, I was glad to act as his proxy. However, henceforth, I would like Barden to resume his duties as governor.
What's this?
This town's autonomy was initiated by your sheer pluck. At the time, I cooperated only so I could use you for my own ends. But I had a revelation in those moments as the giant sandworm approached. I saw that I cannot even protect myself, much less the people. When you returned here exhausted and in tatters, I regretted everything from the bottom of my heart. My actions are unpardonable.
Sir Gastro. But if I go back to governing, it's...
Have some faith in yourself, Barden.
All right, if you say so. I'm just not sure where to start. Except to begin with an apology. My excessive measures frightened you all, and I implemented them because of my own insecurity. I was anxious about whether or not I could keep you safe, so I turned to surveillance and barriers. No more. We'll keep some of our armed forces, but what I really need for security is to have faith in you all. That's why I am not fit to govern.
It's not over yet.
That's right. It's never over. We can still improve this town. And we want you to see it done. Barden, listen. I followed your example and built a defensive barrier myself.
I did too. And I had an idea. We could turn uninhabited houses into shelters.
Things didn't go well before, that's true. But you're not the only one at fault, Barden. This is just as much our town as yours.
Oh, laddies and lassies.
You see? After 2 disasters, everyone has a more mature view of things. You're free to decline. But is that really what you want to do?
Well, now I must apologize. If it truly is what everyone wants, I'll be the governor of Martira again. This time, I won't do anything to scare the populace. We'll have faith in each other and the town's unity will be known far and wide. And for our first step, I have the perfect suggestion. Step forward, young man. The reason I stand here now is thanks to this fella. He is the hero who saved this town, the one most worthy of the crown. I want us to support him as the future king.
Yes!
Barden and a hero together!
With everything turning out quite well, Barden believes that he never told me the truth of the arson attack. It was a weak kid. He didn't mean to do it. He just touched an igniter, someone left, and we know the rest. He only knows that because he came up to Barden the other day begging for forgiveness. If he'd known that at the start, he'd just thought it was a lone accident instead of how he acted and getting the populace terrified. It's just a slip-up. You're still a good man, Barden. He seems thankful, but knows he should take more care and not act so rash. But now he wants to focus on the future. This region, actually the whole country, depends on it. But ask me one last time if I think he's fit to govern. I make a joke saying that he's actually next in line to be king. He laughs at that, saying that there's no higher honor, as he says that we both have the duty of guiding the people. If I feel fretted about it all, he'll be there to talk to, as in a way, he's my senior, so he hopes he knows something about governing by the time I rule. But he thanks me greatly for what I've done. This could have only happened because of my support. Even when he made mistakes, I stayed by his side. Well, let's be honest, just like him, I'll make my own mistakes when I rule, but truly, I'm just glad Matira can have a certain level of peace, as our bond reaches its maximum. And with that, Barden gets emotional and starts talking about old friends. It's a little sudden, but we talk for a good while, and after that, I head to Brownhaven for the night. As I talk to a Mustari guy, and I finally get the information about the Third Spire myth, so we can get around to doing that whenever I have time. As while I'm here, I decide to fulfill Alonzo's final wish, and give the village he was born the money. They seemed hesitant to take it, but I reassure them to take it, and they finally take it, but say some pretty harsh things about Alonzo. Still thinking it was all his fault. Even a kid asked me why Alonzo did it. His mother was so kind. Well, the mission is complete. I hope Alonzo can rest as I head back to the inn. But when I got there, I was left to wonder if I should have cleared his name. Maybe the letter may have worked, but then I realized the letter, it's gone.
Are you, perchance, looking for this? Did my last words have you in tears? What's with you? You look like you've seen a ghost.
How are you even alive?
What? Did you want me dead? Sorry to disappoint, but as you can see, I'm no spectre. Even if the world would have preferred otherwise, I plan to keep living. As long as you and my mother wish for it. Consider the letter a bit of a stage prop.
But everything you wrote was sincere.
Quite so. Alas, did my deceit diminish my sincerity? I'm sure you've told your fair share of lies as well. The same is true of all your future subjects. No man or woman is completely honest. Fiction has its role to play in supporting people. Like with you in that book you hold so dear, yes? But there comes a time in all lives where reality starts to give chase. It closes in on us eventually. So when that time comes, well, if that time comes, we'll run from it for as long as we can. Is that so wrong? Of course not. It all comes back to weakness. But it's weakness that makes people interesting. I find it endearing. Should you ever have a need of deception, you can rely on me. I'll be at your service, no matter where or when.
Thank you, Alonzo.
You're very welcome. Now go on and show me that new world of yours. Oh, that reminds me. When I was giving my regards to the landowner, he said that you had called me your friend. A long time ago, my mother once told me to keep my friends close. She said that one's parents are bound to depart this world first, but friends would stand by me for life. Back then, I couldn't see past trying to keep her alive. But now, I think you and I might just have a future. So long, young majesty.
With the pure joy of knowing Alonzo has survived, I spend the final parts of the night tackling the arena, and it wasn't too tough as I'm almost 20 levels over, so yeah. With it done though, I'm now Silver 2. I guess while I'm here, I can use this to train to be not only the king of the arena, but to eventually take down a tyrant.